About 10 miles south of Austin is the small town of Manchaca, which many people call Manchaca. There's a long story behind the community's name. Steele directed this short film about Menchaca with the help of his students at Patton Elementary and Porter Middle School. They tell us a story that spans nearly 300 years in Menchaca, a historic community.
Menchaca, also known as Manchaca, a historic community. My journey to learn about the history of Menchaca took me to Mrs. Moreland's house. Miss Moreland was born in Menchaca, as were her parents. Her dad was born here in 1885. As we thumbed through her scrapbook, I learned many interesting things. The town of Menchaca was named for Jose Antonio Menchaca. Jose Menchaca was the colonel in charge of Texas military forces in this area. He also participated in the Battle of San Jacinto and later became the mayor of San Antonio. Jose Menchaca camped on the shores of Live Oak Springs, which later became Menchaca Springs. The earliest mention of these springs were by Spanish conquistadors in 1709. Menchaca Springs was the site of Indian fights in the 1840s, a plantation in the 1850s, and a stagecoach station by the 1870s. Over the years, the name of the community was misspelled Manchaca with an A rather than an E, and mispronounced Manchaca. The railroad was essential to Menchaca's early growth as a town. Early railroads were routed along Indian trails from one waterhole to another. This is the old Menchaca train depot, which has since been torn down. These are pictures of Menchaca at the turn of the 20th century. Edna Turley Carpenter, whose parents were Menchaca pioneers, wrote the book Tales from the Hills of Menchaca. The streets of Menchaca still bear the names of these early pioneers. As we thumbed through her scrapbook, I was amazed to see pictures of my school in older days. This is the Menchaca class of 1917. My meeting with Mrs. Moreland left me in awe of the historic importance of this community. It was an honor to meet Mrs. Moreland, and for this I am forever thankful.
Each day we show a new short film from local filmmakers focused on their neighborhood. Follow the links on filmingaustenslives.org to see the complete film schedule and watch the previous films we've aired. Filming Austin's Lives is a joint partnership between News8 Austin, KLRU, the Austin History Center, and the UT Humanities Institute.
Filming Austin's Lives is supported by Charles Mon Volkswagen, Austin's only family-owned and operated Volkswagen dealership. Drivers wanted.